people are predicting basically that the N and W will also receive the R211A, and as well as the R160s too, like I mentioned before, folks. Now let's go back to the R160s once again. So I began these predictions too also and assumptions too based on what I've been hearing on my channel, and not just my channel but every other channel too as well from the transit community. So they're saying that in the next few years there's a possibility that these lines might get R160 or mix with R211A basically. So the B line, as we do know, has R211A already. Now, there has been people mentioning that there's a possibility that the B train might be seeing R160 in the next 2 years from now. Once the MTA has all the R211As in the property, since right now they're only doing direct replacements only because they're trying to replace all the R46s as well as the R68s. Which we do know the order that's coming up in a few years from now that was approved by the MTA, which will replace the remaining R68 and 68, which will be, of course, the R268, which you already know that. I did mention that on my updated videos, in regards to that. You can feel free to watch it on my channel in regards to the R268, assignment. Or possible assignment too also, which I did mention in one of my videos. So yeah, the B train, they're saying that it might be mixed with R160 and R211A basically. I mean, I'm not really sure about that, but what I do know is that the B train will be fully R211A. According to the MTA, it has been confirmed that the B train will be R211A. They didn't mention anything about R160s hanging to that line, which could be a possibility. I mean, the next 2 years from now, we're not really sure, but these are only predictions, folks. There's not really the true facts of what's going to happen in the next few years. These are just some predictions I've been getting from many of my supporters as well, and many other people I have been seeing on my channel and other channels too also that has been coming with all these predictions in regards to the R160 and the R211A. Now the other line that they've been saying that it could be a mix too also in regards to R160 with R211A, which will be this line. So many people have mentioning that the Q train will have R160 with R211A in the next 2 years from now. These are just prediction, folks, that I've been hearing and assumptions and then logic too, also to it. Because they feel that the R160 should head back to Coney Island as how it used to be. I mean, it would make sense in a way, I guess, in regards to the aging of the fleets, to create a fleet balance with Jamaica yards and also Coney Island. It would make sense if that will happen in the next 2 years from now. I'm not really sure if that's going to happen. That goes based on the MTA of what they want to do with, in regards to train assignments in the next 2 years from now. But we do know that the Q train will receive R211A. We do know that. Even though they do have R160s coming on the queue, but it's only for rush hour time. Only is when you see it, which they're borrowed from the R train. But that's what I've been hearing, folks, in regards to the Q train, that there should be a mix of R160 and R211A. Now, the other line that I'm going to talk to you about right now in regards to predictions and assumptions of the possibility in the next 5 years or plus that they might receive a mixture of entity cars. So the NNW, I've been hearing that in the next few years there's a possibility that they might have the R160 as well as the R211A mix, or R268 with R211 instead of the R160 basically. But that goes the same thing, predictions I've been hearing too also with the Q as well. Because basically, there's been a lot of back and forth in regards to predictions and assumptions, which is why I wanted to create this video, because I know many people have been very creative in regards to the possible train assignment in the next 5 years from now, or maybe plus. So the N and W has been predicted in regards to possibly receiving R160 back with either R211A or R268.